What's good, y'all? Welcome back to Conversation Piece, the show where we experience Indianapolis through the perspectives of all of its incredible people. My name's Patrick. I'm your host, and this is The Open Door, our monthly series where we literally open the door to the studio and sit down with members of the community to talk about whatever is on their hearts. If you're interested in learning more, you want to participate, go to conversationpiecePod.com and click on the open door up at the top. And last but not least, shout out to Life in Indy and the team over there for sponsoring this series. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. My guest today is Jake Chaves. Jake, thanks for joining me.
Hi, happy to be here.
100%. I know I just grabbed you basically literally from outside the door. So I appreciate you giving us a little bit of your time. But for folks out there tuning in right now who may not know who you are, do you mind sharing just a little bit more about yourself?
Yeah, sure. So, my name is Jake Chaves. I'm a graphic designer here at Pattern, which is based here out of the Stutz, kind of north part of downtown in Indianapolis. So I work here. That's my job. And I'm from out towards McCordsville.
Okay. What brought you to Indy? Was it work specifically or for school?
Well, I came here for IPOY for school, and I stayed here for work. And I just kind of like being here. I think when you have all this stuff that's like, centralized here in like Indianapolis, if I'm already here for work, it's easy to go off to Fountain Square, Mass Ave.
For sure.
If I want to go to like Broad Ripple or like Greenwood, it's a central location. So it's easy to kind of like meet friends and go places from there.
And you said you grew up out by McCordsville, so pretty rural.
Oh, pretty much, yeah.
Less centralized.
Yeah.
Less places to go. I grew up in northern Indiana, pretty rural, and like Lafayette, West Lafayette. Where Purdue University is.
Yeah.
That was like the big city. And that was like the place, like you had to drive at least 45 minutes to really get anywhere to do anything, quote unquote, fun outside of your rural town. Is that kind of similar?
Pretty much. Yeah. Because, things have kind of changed and stuff like recently, but definitely growing up though, it's like cornfields and stuff. I live kind of close to like the school.
Yeah.
And yeah. Sorry.
No, you're good.
But yeah, for a long time, it was just like a lot of like just cornfields or soybean fields. I guess it's kind of nice because, it's like a little less crowded. You can actually see like the stars and stuff at night.
Yeah.
But having to drive like 20 minutes to get to like a grocery store or something for like a long time. Yeah, that's not really it.
Inconvenient, for sure. For sure. But we do like the stars. Literally, we were just talking about how Indiana at least has places where you can get out of the light pollution and like experience the space and nature a little bit more.
Yeah.
In ways that you can't in the city. How'd you get connected to Pattern?
Oh, so I did know a few people who used to be like interns at Pattern before. What really kind of like got me in though was actually volume 23 of the food issue.
Okay.
I do
foodie?
like, oh yeah.
Okay. You said you're going to say a little, but you're
a little,
yeah.
That'd be an understatement. Yeah.
Favorite restaurant in town?
Tough question.
I'm putting you on the spot for that one.
It's hard to pick one, but I'd have to say I like Half Liter.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, nice. I love Half Liter. All right, give me 2 and 3 because I know you got more than one.
Like Half Liter's good. It's like it won't be in any order, but I'd also say there's Mr. Magoo's Pizza on the west side.
Okay, familiar. I'm familiar.
Yeah, the kebab pizza. Haven't had it in a minute, but it's really good.
Yep. What about volume 23 in particular like caught your eye? Was there a specific thing in it or was it just like, oh, they're covering food in a cool, creative way?
Pretty much, yeah. Covering food in a cool, creative way.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you have a particular type of food that's like your go-to, your favorite, your staple?
Italian food.
Italian food.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm not as super versed and familiar with Italian food. What makes a good Italian meal?
Ooh. I think that I kind of have like this sort of like idea in my mind where some cuisines use like a lot of like different sort of like herbs and spices and stuff to add like extra like complexity to something.
Sure.
But with Italian food, I think that a lot of it kind of comes down to like, it's a focus on like craft time and like effort, that if you kind of want to have like a sauce or something be good, you just like kind of let it go for a while. You just kind of, you baby the sauce for a little bit, you let it go, like cook on the stovetop or like finish in the oven for like a few hours and stuff. So you get that sort of like rich, full body like flavor.
Yeah. Giving it a little time to like breathe and settle a little bit.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I just was doing a thing where a question was posed, like the best way to cook steak. And we got onto the, like, you got to let it sit after it cooks, so it can get to the right temperature when you start to eat it, as opposed to trying to cook it to the right temperature and then letting it get overdone.
Yeah.
What is Jake's favorite go-to meal to cook? Like, is there something that you love to cook that it's either a special thing or something you do on a pretty regular basis?
Sorry.
No, you're good. I like it. I like you thinking about like what it is.
Like making ribs.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did not think that's what you were going to say.
I mean, that's sometimes like, it's only easy to do it in the summertime.
Sure. You got to smoke them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's your love for smoking ribs come from? Is that something you did growing up?
That's not really anything I did growing up. My mom's from like Kentucky, and like specifically like Paducah, Kentucky, where there's like, they have like barbecuing and stuff there. They have like this whole like barbecue on the river fest.
Okay.
I've actually never been personally, but I've been to like places and stuff that have participated in it. But I don't know. I guess from there, I really just got like a love for like barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best or your favorite barbecue spot in Indianapolis?
Probably have to go back to like Half Liter.
Okay.
I really been meaning to like try out like, was it King Ribs?
Oh yeah. You never had King Ribs?
Nah. It's like, I know I'm missing out.
It's very good. It's very good. Half Liter though, pretty good. It's pretty dang good.
But yeah.
So I'm trying to think of like with your work with Pattern, your work doing graphic design, like how often are you trying to bring your own passions into the work that you're doing? Because obviously you have pretty specific briefs and creative stuff that you're working on, but like obviously big into the food. Like how often are you able to tap into the stuff that you're really passionate about in the work you do?
So, I mean, with graphic design, it's a little bit of like a balance between, where do you in your work as like an individual artist and stuff begin, and where does like the what the client wants, where does that meet together? What's the balance of that? And I'd say where like I add my touch into it, I usually like to kind of I like to sort of like illustrate stuff.
Okay.
In which instances where I'm able to kind of like integrate illustrations or kind of like more, things of that nature into it. That's something I like to do.
Yeah. And do you feel like you have freedom to like throw those little flourishes and illustrations and stuff in, or it just really depends on the work that you're working on?
I'd say it depends on the work.
Yeah.
If it meets the need, if it fits, then yeah, I'd be happy to like, see what I can add in like as a touch of like kind of like illustration in there. But if that's not what the client is looking for, that's not what the story sort of like demands, then that's just not what it needs.
For sure. Do you do illustrating and stuff on the side just as your own like creative expression?
A little bit of like painting and stuff.
Okay.
I haven't really gotten into it much lately though with work, but I don't know. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to just kind of like sit down and actually like get into like the zone to like start painting and stuff.
Yeah. Well, like especially when you're super busy with work and it's like you have your own stuff at home that you want to do, and then like whatever extracurriculars like there might be, it's like where's the time to sit down and like really, like you said, pour into yourself and like focus on, I want to create in this way.
Yeah.
Especially because it's part of the work that you do a little bit.
Yeah. And sometimes it's kind of like, I guess, I don't know. I think at one point before this, I was worried, am I going to like be putting too much of my creative energy towards one thing and then neglecting the other? And I don't feel that way about like creative energy. I think just general energy, maybe. It's like if
Sure.
I'm at work and I got errands and like chores and stuff to do, and then it's like 9 o'clock. It's like, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah. It's like I don't have like it's like it's late to try and like sit down and do your creative expressing at whatever the time it is. Is there a particular time you really like to, like, if you find the time to sit down and do that? I'm a morning person, so I love like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. We're gonna go 5 a.m. I like to be up, and like I feel like that's where I can get a lot of my own kind of stuff out.
Yeah. I feel like I'm also a morning person, but maybe more like, I think I really start going at like 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I like it. That's my wife is like, she gets mad when I say she's sleeping in at 8 o'clock. But
Yeah.
like
You're gonna, but at that point, it's like, if it's already 8 o'clock, that's just like 2 hours before it's 10, then that's 2 hours before it's noon. And then at that point, it's afternoon, then it's going to be the evening.
that's what I'm saying. You sound 100% like my dad just there, because that's basically what he says. And I grew up forever saying, like, if you're not up by at least 9, you've wasted the entire day, essentially.
Yeah. Like, you can get all like got all your chores done and all the setup and stuff for the day. And then you have the rest of the day to like, either do what you need to or enjoy.
That is a great point. And also I'm thinking about it now and I'm like, that probably means I didn't have a job when I was doing those things and I had all that time, but it's fine. It's totally fine. Anything that you're working on right now that you're really excited about? Either pattern, graphic design wise or otherwise?
Let's see. I'm not sure. I'm kind of like, sorry about that.
No, you're good.
Yeah, I don't really have any like super large projects yet, but I know that I have some like coming down the pipeline here soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any exclusives you can drop for us?
I don't know.
Sorry. Absolutely not. Don't put me on that spot. Well, I appreciate you stopping in, and I actually ran up on you and was like, hey, can you have 15 minutes? You want to come on the podcast? And you're like, sure.
Yeah.
And just no prompting. And I see you walking around. We're always exchanging highs and stuff here in the hallways.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you coming in and sitting down and having a conversation. I got a couple more questions for you before I let you go. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
When did you move to Indy?
Oh, I've been, well.
Or when for IUPUI, I mean. When you moved to Indy for IUPUI, when was that?
Oh, well, I actually I commute from home.
Okay.
But I spend so much of my time here.
Okay.
And stuff. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I've always been in Indiana, in central Indiana.
Yeah.
But I think probably consistently being here in downtown. 7 years probably.
Okay.
Started school back in 2018. So
you're a vet. But I think anything beyond 5 years, you're a veteran for sure in a place. What does Indianapolis mean to you in that time?
I'd say, to me, Indianapolis is, I think it's definitely a place where I've kind of gotten in touch with being a part of a community.
For sure.
And stuff. Because I think it's where I met most of my friends, made a lot of connections. And I feel it's where I really sort of, I guess, define myself. I don't know. I feel like it's being able to sort of be around other people, that you're able to sort of kind of bounce ideas off of each other. You're able to grow and, challenge yourself of new ideas and grow from that.
Yeah.
And, also there's also so many opportunities and stuff here, especially for creative things.
Yeah.
And all that. And ideally, I'd love it for there to be more creative opportunities around the state. But for instance, I come down here every first Friday if I can. And it's wonderful to just go around, just see what's new, see whatever's featured at a gallery.
Yeah.
And just get to talk to people too.
For sure. I really resonate with all of that. I feel like that has become kind of my definition for Indy, especially because it's where I've learned how to step into my whole self. And I can be the wholest version of me, because I found people that are willing to affirm me and support me in that way, and also are modeling for me what that looks like. So I totally
said.
feel you, for sure. Last but not least, what is the best way for folks out here that are watching, tuning in right now, to support you, like follow you, find you? What ways can they support you going forward?
Oh, well, if you want to see some of the work, you can always like check out like Pattern Magazine. Recently we just did the bike issue that was for the spring, right? Yeah, winter, spring.
Yep.
And yeah, you can see some of my work in there, some design work there, as well as just some good pieces. If you're interested in bicycling and stuff, it's good for you.
Nice. We'll check out Pattern. We'll always have Pattern linked in the show notes because they've been an awesome sponsor and partner of the show. But make sure you're intentionally looking for Jake's work in there. Jake Chaves, thanks so much for coming by.
Of course.
Absolutely. ConversationPiecePod.com for everything else Conversation Piece related. Shout out to Life in Indy for sponsoring the series. And until next time, I've been Patrick Armstrong, and this is The Open Door. We'll see y'all soon.